Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Sword and Nuzlocke. This is part 9, and last episode we made it into Galar Mines number 2. We grabbed ourselves our good old encounter in this fishing spot right here. We got ourselves our Barboach. This episode we're going to be going ahead, continuing through the Galar Mines, making our way towards the third gym, which is where I do honestly think things are going to get really hectic really quickly. We do have, thankfully, a water type, which should come in very handy, but our team is not best equipped to deal with fire types right now. So I am thinking, one, we're going to run through this area, get all that stuff done, make our way over to the third gym for sure. But I think once we've made it to the third gym area, we're actually going to take our first trip back to the wild area and see if we can grab any good TMs, see if there's anything that we can pick up around that area that might be useful to us. Because I do think our team could use a little bit of, I want to say spice, but it's not really spice. To be honest, consistency. The opposite of spice is what we need. Some kind of like setup move that'll just be nice and consistent, can bolster our defenses a little bit. Maybe like a bulk up on our Corvusquire is like my ideal pickup, I guess. Some other coverage moves would also be nice for the rest of our team, because at the moment we have obviously just their level up moves, which aren't always the best. But some nice like bulk ups for Corviknight eventually would be ideal. That would make the game very easy, I think. But I'm okay with that. I'm here to win at the end of the day, not make things more difficult than they need to be. So we're probably going to do that before we go ahead and take on the third gym. I don't know what levels you're meant to ideally do raid dens at, as the first time that I ever really did them when playing through this game for the first time, I did them after I'd beaten basically the entire story, because I wasn't Nuzlocking on my first time playing through. So it'll be interesting seeing if we get wrecked by raid dens or not, and if they're actually difficult before you bring over your fully EV'd team, realistically. I imagine they're a lot more difficult. So we'll see how that goes. Continually avoiding all of these little Galarian Stunfisk traps that I see, though, we are going to go ahead and waddle our way through this good old cave. Yesterday, at the end of the Pokemon Unbound episode, I did briefly mention that I was meant to be in the hospital. As it turns out, that straight up never happened. So I haven't been to the hospital. That kind of got cancelled because there was a massive flood down my road. I live near a bridge. Bridge got flooded. Couldn't go anywhere. It's the only way out of my street. Can't take a car underwater. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those fancy cars that can drive over water. You know, I can dream though. I can dream. Maybe one day. Hello, Fire-type gym leader. I'm just gonna let you waddle away because you don't say anything important at the moment anyway, but because the hospital visit has been cancelled, I feel like I should probably mention exactly what was going on. This is in response to what happened 2 years ago, right? So it's not like I'm in any critical condition. You don't need to be concerned about me or anything like that. I'm perfectly fine, other than horrible insomnia, but that's not what it was for. So basically, 2 years ago, I was playing a lot of VR. About September 2019, I am slightly struggling to remember exact dates. All of my body went basically paralyzed, and I was rushed into hospital, stayed there for like a day. They put me on an IV drip, tried to work out what was wrong with me, never got any results. I left at the end of the day because I didn't want to stay there, and we never really heard anything else, because obviously big global pandemic happened. Because of that, they kind of postponed all of my sort of, how would you say it? I say treatment, but they haven't even really figured out what's wrong yet. Tests, I guess. They postponed all of my tests with my nerves to figure out what was wrong, because it wasn't critical condition. They had bigger priorities, which I completely understand. But they finally went ahead and like booked me in with like a next day thing. So that was a little bit alarming. Hence, yesterday's episode was me a little bit out of it. Lack of sleep, kind of stressed out, like, hi, you're going to hospital tomorrow, which was a little bit stressful. With all of that, though, I got some sleep today at least, because I didn't have to go. Haha, that's nice. So my tests have just basically been booked in for the future. Exact phrasing. Just sometime in the future. So it's been postponed again. At the end of the day, it's kind of hard to tell if the tests would have really done anything anyway, because I haven't had any issues with paralysis in 2 years. Funnily enough, I stopped playing all of my VR games. They weren't what was causing it, for sure, because I have played VR from time to time. Not to an extreme like I was before, but I have played VR from time to time, and that's not exactly what was causing it. It's more of just like a precautionary thing where I'm a little bit worried to go near it because I was in the middle of like my big VR spree when it happened, so I haven't really touched it quite as much. But realistically, I think I'm in the clear. I don't think I have anything left remaining to do with it. The tests are mostly just there to confirm that, and that's just been postponed again. So for anyone that may have been wondering why I was talking about hospital stuff, that is why. I feel like I should go ahead and bring that all to light, because I briefly mentioned it. Wow, I'm so bad at speaking about things that aren't to do with video games. Like, I really do just stutter like an absolute buffoon. Holy... This is why I stick to just commenting on the gameplay rather than trying to tell stories. This is why I'm not a big storytelling YouTuber. Can you imagine if I was like one of those animation channels? Imagine if I got into animation and wanted to speak. Oh, that would be a nightmare. Speaking is not my strong point, that's for sure. It's my weak point, in fact. It's definitely what I'm weakest at out of all things. So I decided to run a YouTube channel. Isn't that a fun idea? Anyway. We are coming up to Motorstoke. You may remember this is the good old area that we were in, where we got the gym challenge, like, started, basically. We met all of the gym leaders, they all came out from that big old area. The big old stadium, that's what it's called. It's more than just an area, funnily enough, there's actually a name for it. Who would have known? They all came out, that initiated the gym challenge. We're finally going back there to fight some fire types. I think, realistically, I do want to go ahead and fight a couple of dens in the wild area, even if we don't find any, like, good TM-appropriate dens. I guess that would just basically be the type of the Pokemon. So realistically, we're going to be looking for fighting types, because I want bulk up. That's, like, the big TM on my mind for what I want. Maybe a water-type den, so we can try and get a better water-type move than Water Gun on our Dreadnought. Those two are probably my priority right now. I don't think we need to worry about too much other than that, but if we can find some dens with those typings, plus we can also fight those typings reasonably well. We can bring a grass type in with our starter for any of the water-type dens that we find. We have a flying type for any fighting type dens we might find. Those just seem like good ideas in general. But we'll try and grab ourselves some good old-fashioned, useful TM. I guess they're technically TRs. TRs, huh? I guess that's what we're going to look for. And we should also double-check that we can go ahead and grab ourselves... I have a bike that I could be using. We should also double-check if we can grab ourselves any... EXP candies, I think. That'd be good. That'd be good. So... with these Pokemon in tow, we're not going to be changing our team in any way before this. Actually, that might not be true. We did have that Barboach. I'm gonna be honest. Barboach might genuinely be worth taking. Hi, Pokemon boxes. That's nice. Barboach might genuinely be worth taking. So might Wingull. We could genuinely just bring, like, the best possible team for this. I don't know if Wingull guaranteed gets Drizzle. But if Wingull gets Drizzle... I think just temporarily, we're going to take Wingull over Wooloo. I don't remember when Wooloo evolves. I think it's somewhere around the realm of 25, so it must be close to evolving. I don't remember when Whiscash evolves, but I feel like it was late. Or when Barboach evolves into Whiscash, I guess I should say. But I'm pretty sure that one was much later. So we'll take the Wingull with us for now and see if we can feed it maybe some EXP candy. And we'll see if we can grab ourselves a couple of EXP candies for it, some stuff like that. For now, though, let's go ahead and go to the town map. And let's go see if we can find any good old trustworthy raid dens to go ahead and battle. I did want to do this on screen rather than off screen, because at the end of the day, it's kind of new, to be honest, to the channel. We've done a couple of raid dens in fan games, don't get me wrong. But it's not quite the same, you know? Defeat a Dynamax Pokemon and you'll get the chance at catching it, except we won't, because we're doing a Nuzlocke. We're not going to be catching any of these, just so that that is clear. Additionally, there are some rare items you can only obtain by battling them. When wild Pokemon Dynamax, they become incredibly powerful, and they unleash multiple moves in a row and take other actions you won't see in a regular battle. Yeah, it is scary. We are definitely gonna not fight the normal flying type with our starter first of all. We're definitely going to run around, click on all of them, try and grab any Watts, because you get Watts for every single one that you click on, and you can come over to people like this guy over here, for example, and you can go ahead and grab some goodies. So what exactly do you sell? Close combat, psychic, sludge wave, holy, okay. Also, wishing pieces, which I think just let you reactivate any old den. In fact, I know they let you reactivate any old den. So if we find a den with like a good water type in it, we could use a wishing piece on it and continually get water types, try and get some good TRs. That'd be a good idea. It would. Close combat is expensive, by the way, like really expensive. Okay. But we do have quite a lot of activated dens, which means quite a lot of opportunities to hopefully find some good typings. To try and get some good stuff. So let's go through. You're water type then? You're next to the water. Wooper. Perfect. I can bop a Wooper. I'm not going to be doing any of this online. I'm going to be doing all of this offline, because if I did it online, everything would get destroyed by a random Zacian with Behemoth Blade. And that wouldn't be fun for anyone. It would be very casual. Don't get me wrong. Oh my god, Wooper my eardrums. Oh my god. A half jump scared me because there's a delay in my sound. I know I said this before, but there's a delay in my sound between what happens and when I hear it. That time it wasn't much of a delay, I'll be honest. I was expecting more of a delay, so I wasn't really ready for it yet. Shut up, I didn't get jump scared by a Wooper. Shut up, stop, you, stop. Stop it. I would never, okay? Either way, we're gonna Dynamax, I got all Thwacky, go for the Max Overgrowth. It also allows us to see our Dynamax Pokemon, which you don't get to see very often, which is kind of nice. My eardrums, please. Why the Dynamax sounds so loud? It's so much louder for me than it is for you, by the way. Like, I have my OBS settings to lower the volume by a solid, like, 80%. And it's still really loud. Why does the Max Overgrowth come out of my nose? Hello? Wacky, are you good? Why do you show... Was I shooting out nose boogers? And now they're all over the battlefield? That's terrible. Why would you ever want that? We don't want that. That's awful. We're not going to catch the Wooper, obviously. We are going to see if it gives us any, like, TRs for, like, Scald. Waterfall! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a really good one. Please tell me you can learn it. There we go. There we go. Yes, we're going to learn that. That is absolutely worth it. Goodbye, Water Gun. Our physical attack is so much better. I wasn't even thinking about physical water type moves. That is perfect. That's beautiful. That's like the best case scenario. Now we just need to find a fighting type that'll give us bulk up. Do I even care? Do I even need anything else? I have Waterfall. What do I need? That's perfect. Holy, I never thought I would see the day when a Wooper would absolutely be the best thing possible for me, but here we are. There is another water type, but do I need to fight it? Do I have a need? I guess EXP candy. I mean, I'll fight it because I said I wanted to go through these. We'll try and grab ourselves, I don't know, a little bit of the Watts and a little bit of the XP candy to try and, like, get Wingull to a point where it has Drizzle, for example. But I mean, like, I already feel like my mission is complete, which is crazy to me. We could genuinely just, like, put all of our levels into Dreadnought and see if Dreadnought can just sweep the gym, but we'll go ahead. We'll Dynamax. We'll go for the Max Overgrowth. We'll shoot horribly oversized boogers out of Wacky's nose, I guess. I suppose. I'm prepared for the volume this time. Uh-huh. Go ahead. Prepared. I can just see the audio on my OBS just spike. It's actually crazy. Electro Ball does a ton of damage. Max Overgrowth probably gonna finish it, I think. I imagine that's how this is gonna go. I don't think there's gonna be much doubt here. Turns out very, very early level raids, pretty easy. Pretty easy. Yep. As it turns out, I wasn't sure how easy or difficult they were gonna be. Probably could have came here at like level 20. I don't know if you can fight them like too much earlier than that, but I think level 20 would have been fine, for example. Because at the moment they're not even attacking, so. We get another Waterfall, we get a Scald, we get a Rare Candy. Okay, alright, maybe I don't need to do many more of these. We also got Dynamax Candy, which for anyone that may not have played this game before, because this is the first time it's being shown on the channel, and I imagine there are some people that have not played through, maybe. Dynamax Candy, if I was to use it on Goober, for example, as we're likely going to Dynamax him in the next fight, we can give him Dynamax Candies and his Dynamax level will increase. All that does is when it Dynamaxes, it gains more HP. Which is genuinely incredibly valuable, okay? Let's not underestimate it. It is a really, really useful thing to have. Also, EXP Candy S, holy, that's a lot of XP, turns out. We will happily learn Water Pulse. There's a much better water type move. I don't remember when Wingull evolves. 22, possibly? Is it like Swellow? I see Swellow and Wingull as like two peas in a pod almost. It is not 22. Okay. Unfortunate. 24, maybe? I guess we're going to use the EXP Candy M on it as well. It's fine. It's a straight 25. Evolution? Evolution. Okay, let's see if it ends up with Drizzle, because I genuinely don't know Wingull's abilities very well. But if it does get Drizzle, obviously it's an ideal Pokemon to bring into a Fire-type gym, right? There's not much more to say about that. Having Rain, pretty useful. So, we'll see how effective this is, and if it has the good old Drizzle ability, shall we? Let's go ahead and take ourselves a little look-see at Wub. My naming scheme has been awful. If anyone does want to leave name recommendations, go for it. It does have Drizzle. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's actually beautiful. That's so beautiful. I'll go ahead and Rare Candy onto Goober as well. Realistically, that wasn't a very good use of that. Definitely should have EXP Candy S first. That's my bad. I wasted a level, essentially. But overall, I think we're ready, to be honest. I don't see why we wouldn't be ready for the gym after that. I kind of want to go around and grab the rest of the Watts, just in case there's any more traders. So we're going to do that first. And then we're going to start making our way into the gym, I think. Unless there's any of these that seem, like, stupidly easy to go ahead and fight. If any of these seem stupidly easy, we can probably go ahead and do them just for the good old things they give. I don't really care about the Rolts too much. Psychic-type moves. I guess we do have a Dottler. Psychic-type moves would be pretty useful for the Dottler, for sure. Not my highest priority, though. We get a fancy apple if we ever run into an Applin, which I don't think we can, because I think we've been past the only route where we would have been able to pick that up. So you, for example, can you give me anything useful? Wishing Piece, Leech Life, X-Scissor, I mean, not bad moves, not ones that I really want right now, though. I remember there's quite often items in the end of these logs. Holy, can I move my bike? I just want to maneuver a little bit. That's all I want. Just a little bit of maneuvering, please. But let's go see if there's any other... Like, if there's a fighting type den, for example, I'll probably do that. Hi, Pangoro, please don't chase me. You terrify me, honestly. The wild area is also a little bit scary in Nuzlocke, because if... This is fine, for example, but if a big old Pangoro at level 60 happens to encounter me, if I can't run away, I'm gonna die, you know? My Pokemon are gonna get wiped one by one until I get lucky in running away. That's really scary. So I have to be, like, on top attention span for this area, which is not my strong point sometimes, I'll be honest. Noibat. Interesting. Interesting. Kind of a fun Pokemon. Ooh, TM. TM84 Tail Slap. Anyone learn Tail Slap? I guess Tail Slap's only good if you have Skill Link, realistically. Unless you're like a... If you're a Minxino or a Cinccino with Tail Slap and Skill Link, you're golden. If you don't have that, the move's probably a little bit trash, I'm gonna be honest. Vulpix, you really got in the way there, buddy. I'm just trying to get to these good old ends. I want to see what goodies I can find, okay? This is our little exploring episode. I just want to go through the wild area. Get out of here, you're level 9. You're not worth the time. Unless you're shiny. If you're shiny, you're worth the time. Remember, we do have shiny cause and effect. If you find a shiny, it is completely viable. I don't think... Someone can correct me in the comments section if I'm wrong here, because I genuinely don't know. But I think it always runs off of what type the Pokemon has as its first type. So with that Noibat that we went past, for example, we would get Dragon-type TRs most likely. With this Stuffle, we should get Normal-type TRs? I think? That's how it works. Regardless, I'm kind of happy just running around. I do want to check out the big den. I do want to check out the big den for sure. We're going to go check out the big den, and then we're going to leave the wild area. But we're definitely checking out the big den. Big den is important. Big den makes me wonder what's over there. I might go die over there. We will go see. I do also want to make sure that we go ahead and speak to all of the potential traders. I don't know exactly where all of them are, and I don't know how far through this area I can go. Like, I don't know if we can cross that bridge yet, but I think there's one more trader over there who might have access to, like, bulk up or something. Can you tell that I'm very focused on one particular TM? Or TR? I'm always going to call them TMs. That's just how it's going to happen, by the way. You will be amazed after crossing the bridge. You won't be able to cross until you've got several gym badges, though. It seems like I can. It seems like I can cross the bridge. Interesting. Okay. That is an option. What's this? Revive. Useless. Okay, cool. Let's go see what the good old big den over here is. We might not be able to fight it. I genuinely don't know, like, the strength difference. Ah, here we go. This isn't a pure fighting type, though. This, for example, we will go ahead and switch our team around. We will bring Corvusquire, for example, with good old max airstream. This we will do. This is a den that's worth our time. Yeah. If we can get bulk up from this, then this is, like, ideal. If we get waterfall and bulk up, that is perfect. I don't expect things to be perfect, but it would be perfect. Pancham's cry. Beautiful. I love the fact they deepen all the cries, because Pancham's cry is actually kind of cute, but then with that, it's just not the case. We are just gonna Dynamax, max airstream, no reason not to. I think it should only have stab fighting type moves, as Pancham only evolves when it's leveled up with a dark type in the party. Thank you, Pixel 1, for reminding me of that, because I had to evolve one recently to complete my Vertex in Pixel 1. So it's not dark type yet, it doesn't have any dark type stab, meaning we resist its only stab, because we are pure flying. So we should, in theory, be fine. We get Helping Hand boosted on our max airstream as well, which is really nice. This poor Pancham. This poor Pancham did not deserve what just happened. It didn't. It did not deserve that. Give me bulk up. Gimme. Gimme. Body press. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's good. It's a good TM to have, for sure. It's not what I wanted, but it's not bad. Hi, Corviknight. Please don't come anywhere near me. You terrify me. I do want this, though. It's a jar of honey. Never mind. I don't care that much. What do we have over here? Skuntank and Big Den with a dark fighting type Scraggy. Am I right in thinking that this Scraggy, for example, would give me dark type TMs? We could fight it. I'm gonna fight it. Is this a bad decision? I might fight it with Pelipper. Pelipper has good defense. Pelipper has really good defense. We can still max airstream with the wing attack. I'm gonna fight it with Pelipper. Let's bring Pelipper. And let's not invite others. Pelipper should be fine. We'll set up the rain if we have any teammates that can maybe utilize the rain. Obviously the teammates are randomized. We're not gonna have too much concern over that. Hi Scraggy, how you doing? I don't know the difference between a purple raid den and a red one. It might just be like the amount of rewards. It might be tougher to fight. I genuinely don't know. I don't know that much about Gen 8 in general, to be honest. Torkoal Drought. Well, okay. I mean, we have a Salazzle and a Torkoal. That's probably for the best. I can still just Dynamax and max airstream. There's no reason why I wouldn't Dynamax, especially when it doubles my HP and I'm the only one here that matters. That might sound really egotistical, but the rest of these are AI and they are not doing a Nuzlocke. So I am the only one that matters. I'm yoinking this Dynamax for sure. Alright, the rest of them can wait their damn turn, okay? Although I think as soon as one person Dynamaxes, no one else can. So, this is fine. We will Dynamax and claim it for ourselves. 69 HP, by the way, before that. Nice. I think my battery percentage on my Switch is also 69% HP. Nice. Helping Hand onto the Salazzle. It's got the Drought boost. Firelash Drought boosted. Not the most damage I've ever seen, honestly. Defense falls, we max airstream so that everyone on our team becomes a little bit faster. and do some big damage while we're at it. So yeah, I think the purple one is a little bit stronger because this Scraggy's actually living some hits. Max Darkness, not on me. On the Salazzle, that's fine. Holy goodbye Salazzle. Okay, that's a little bit scary. Hey Scraggy, why are you so strong? Hey. Hey Scraggy. Hey. Hey, do you want to get taken out by this Torkoal or something? That'd be cool. Torkoal Flamethrower. Respectable damage. Eevee already went for Helping Hand. I'm just going to click Airstream again. We should be faster. Eevee goes for Quick Attack. Little babby damage. That's fine. We Airstream and take it out. I don't know how strong that Max Darkness would have been if it hit us instead of the Salazzle, but I am a little bit afraid. I will admit, a little bit afraid. So let's see if we get Dark-type TMs or Fighting-type TMs. Just so that I know. We do get Fighting-type TMs. So if I went and fought the Stuffle... Ah, okay. So fighting the Stuffle, for example, would probably be worth it. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to head back there right now. I'm going to just use the EXP candies that we have on our Dreadnought and start making my way over to the gym, but it is good information for me to have in the future. So I know that now. That is nice. I'm just going to dump all of my EXP candy S's onto you. I'm going to dump my EXP candy M's. I'm going to dump 2 of them onto you. Yup, we're power leveling right now. We don't care for Scary Face. EXP candy S's we'll give to you. I guess Babby XP doesn't really do much, and we'll give the Dynamax candy to Goober, as it's likely to be the one that uses them. You can also give the Muscle Feather to Goober. Special defense increase we'll give to Goober. Goober, have everything. Just be the best. Speed we'll give to you. Is that everything? I feel like that's everything. I feel like this was a very successful episode for beefing up our team, ready for the gym. I do feel like our team is very, very strong now. I no longer feel afraid of the Fire-type gym at all. Very quick preparations done. We want to head to the Badoo Drop Inn, I believe. Let's get ourselves up on over there. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice and rotated. And let's head over to the Badoo Drop Inn. I don't remember if there's anything really in particular that we have to do here. I'm even going to put Dreadnought in front. I'm gonna have Dreadnought Pelipper. I don't know if we have, like... Every time I come to Badoo Drop Inn, I remember Team Yell being there. Oh, Marnie's here, though. Basically the same thing. Mostly just did that in case there was a double battle. Challenger Carlos, right? Out giving it your all even this late, huh? I just have a horrible sleep schedule. Don't mind me. Hey, help with something for a sec. I want to see if I'm ready for the next leg of the gym challenge. Ugh, really? Oh, that won't do. Show me your fighting spirit. Oh, I can actually reorganize my team if I do that. That's actually kind of funny. I don't... Well, she has a Morpeko. Let's just lead with our starter in that case. This wasn't intentional. I wasn't really going to try and reorganize my team, but you know what? This is fine. Wicked, got some fight in you, huh? Hi, Team Yell. I see you in the background, getting ready to cheer. You're appreciated. You know, you gotta respect people that are that dedicated. Progunk, well, this wasn't a good swap at all, was it? This was awful. It's like the worst swap ever. I'll feel awful if I lose, but there's no way I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into my good old buddy Dottler here and hope that you're going for a fighting type move. For whatever reason. I don't know why I'd be going for a fighting type move, but the AI in this game isn't particularly smart, so who knows. Venoshock. We should live that fine. We're not poisoned. Yeah, it's respectable damage, but we're completely okay. We can go ahead and go for a Confusion. I could... That was scary. I was gonna say I could set up, like, Reflect and Light Screen. I'm glad it's gone, though. I'm glad the Pokemon is gone. We get a couple of level ups on our important Pokemon, which is nice. You're about to send in Scraggy. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is where we bring in Pelipper. Pelipper has some really good defense. You know, anytime I see a Pokemon with a high physical attack stat that's gonna have physical moves, I feel like Pelipper can just come in and kind of wall it. And I like the idea of walling out Pokemon. That makes me feel way more comfortable. I genuinely don't know if it's stronger for me to go for a Wing Attack or if it's stronger for me to go for a Water Pulse. It might genuinely be stronger to Water Pulse. It's in the rain, our special attack is way higher. It's not super effective. I'll go for the Wing Attack, it's super effective. I'll go for the happy noise. You know, it makes a nice noise when it connects. If we go for Water Pulse now, for example, I can probably just test. You know, it's kind of silly to test when I know the other move would KO, but this Water Pulse probably just KOs it, right? Probably would have done more damage. Either way, that's fine. We take out nice and easy regardless. You have a Morpeko though, and that is scary. We are getting the heck out of here. We are absolutely going into our Grass type. And we are going to 100% click Razor Leaf. Morpeko's an actually pretty interesting Pikachu clone. With its whole hunger mode, hangry, give me food, I'm angry whole ability, where it becomes just Dark type with Aura Wheel. I don't know if it has Aura Wheel at level 26 though. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh no, do you have Aura Wheel? Bite, that's fine. That's not Aura Wheel. I'm okay with that. Aura Wheel's the scary one. Razor Leaf should do a decent amount of damage. Respectable. Scary mode. Scary mode. I kinda wanna Super Potion and see if it has Aura Wheel. Because this would be the time when it would use Aura Wheel, right? Right? Am I getting that right? Bite. Which does less. I mean, its typing stays the same. It's still Electric Dark. It's just the Aura Wheel changes its typing each time. But it doesn't seem like it has Aura Wheel, so we're fine to Razor Leaf. And we should be okay. Just no flinches. I see. I see. I see. I do. I see how this is gonna go now. And I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. We get... Oh, yeah, Super Potion to 60 HP now, so that's actually a massive heal. We don't have any more Super Potions in the back. Okay, we're fine. Alright. I would have celebrated the second it didn't flinch, but then I remembered that Razor Leaf could miss, and that scared me too. We're fine. Before we do the gym, funnily enough, one thing we should do is buy more Super Potions, just in case. That would be a very smart idea that we should 100% do. Guess I'd better go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. You'd better get some sleep too. Oorah-rah, oorah-rah, oorah, oorah, oorah-rah. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not a jingle. That's not a thing. But I believe we just got nice and healed up. The next morning. We will definitely wrap things up before doing the gym, by the way. Morning, Carlos. A friend of yours already went off to challenge the next gym. Habu's League card is supposed to help against him, but I ended up with a few copies, so I'll give you one. Don't look chuffed, it's no big deal. Chuffed, again, another word that is genuinely still used. Take this too, there's a little something for our battle yesterday. 2 burn heals actually might be genuinely useful, thank you. But you'll have no trouble beating that Man of Fire Kabu chap, right? Why don't you get over to Mudstoke Stadium and get that gym badge already? Ooh-rah-rah, ooh-rah-rah. Well, that is where we're going to be going ahead and wrapping up this episode. Overall, I consider this a massive success. We got some pretty cool moves. We got Body Press, which could be really, really useful on Corviknight in the future. Could also be useful on some Pokemon like Orbeetle, I think has really good defense, actually. We got Waterfall on Goober, which is great. Our good old Dreadnought. We have Drizzle on a Pelipper. Overall, our team is looking mighty fine right now for this next gym. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!